Oh yeah, welcome to the Intuitive Empire. I'm your host, Jaya Rose, and we can finally get started because you are here. And if you are ready to energetically align with your desires, own your innate magic, and step powerfully into your spiritual leadership, well, love, you're in the right place. Let's do the damn thing already. Hey, welcome back to the Intuitive Empire podcast. I am your host, Jaya Rose, and I'm excited because today I'm doing something a little unique. I am launching next week a flash sale, big top secret flash sale. So tell everyone on my brand new Supercharge Receiving Your Desires course. And in the course, I created something called an embodiment bundle where I did a talk on integration and really how to, I did a couple talks about integration. So one about resistance and how to get through resistance and how to identify where the resistance is coming from, whether it's about your belief system or whether it's about a willingness, like, are you even willing to do what it is? It's a really good talk. And then the other one is about the three most high frequency feelings and how to leverage them and how to use them when you have a desire to align yourself energetically with the desire. And when I did this, I ended up doing a talk on joy first. And I was like, well, joy is like the almighty. But then I was like, you know what? I do this other talk on these three feelings. So I'm going to do that. Okay. So long story short, what I ended up doing is having this extra talk on joy. And I'm going to play it for you now. And I do reference the course because it's supposed to be inside the course, but I'm going to give it to you here for free. And I want you to really sink into this lesson and think about where you can expand your joy and get into the vibration of what you desire. Because I think so often we're thinking about like, okay, I want more clients or I want more money. I want X, Y, and Z. And so then I have to focus on X, Y, and Z. But actually, it's not true. If you declare what you want and you're taking action towards it that feels good, I call it aligned action, then the best thing you can do is stay in a high vibration. And that just means expanding your joy. It doesn't mean some crazy thing and you have to be like in a good mood all the time. It's really about stretching your energetic capacity to hold the feelings that match what you're asking for. So like a new client coming in, if you love what you do, that's going to bring you joy. If you're wanting a partner to come into your life who's going to, you're going to get married and have kids or something, like that's going to bring you joy. Just think about the alignment that joy has with what you desire. Okay. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. And I want you to watch out next week for the flash sale because it's going to be only $197. It's a 6-module program with this embodiment bundle that also has a meditation and journaling prompts, plus these 2 talks I'm talking about, and then the 6-phase framework for supercharging receiving your desires. Anything you want, plug it in over and over, go through this framework, and you will have more clarity, you will have less resistance, and you will be more open and receptive to receiving what you want. It's just super, super awesome, simple, and powerful. So check that out. And from here, let's just dive into that talk. I hope you love it. If you do, please let me know on social media. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'm the Jaya Rose. Tag me in your story. I freaking love it because it's just so nice to know what's going on with you and if you're enjoying this and that you're listening, So let me know. And without further ado, let's do it. Hey, love. All right, let's talk about expansion. So you have learned the 6 phases of Supercharge Receiving Your Desires. You have dove into resistance and how to get through it and what the heck it actually means. And now it is time to get serious about expanding into joy. This is really what it's about, okay? No matter what you are desiring, no matter what you are working towards in your life, we all want more joy. Seriously, that is what it's all about. And so recognizing that the receiving phase of this process, the opening up to receiving, has everything to do with what I call the spiritual plank. And the spiritual plank has everything to do with getting through the resistance and holding the space before the thing comes into your reality. Now, the thing that's coming into your reality is going to create more joy, right? No matter what it is, more love, more clients, more impact, more money, whatever you want, it is linked to joy. So a really awesome way to shortcut the receiving portion of this process is to recognize that when you expand your capacity to hold joy, you expand your capacity to hold anything that matches that frequency, which is super awesome because I guarantee something you desire matches it. So what you need to do is to notice in your life where you are sabotaging yourself, where you are allowing yourself to fall into unneeded stress and worry, and to know that you can replace this with actually expanding into joy. And when you feel joyful and you feel that, to remember that that's the energy to cultivate and to start to spread that farther into your life. So for example, sometimes I'll be just kind of in a good place. Maybe I'm even just doing something simple like washing the dishes, and I'll notice that I'm in joy, and I'll say to myself, hold this, Jaya. How long can you hold this? And I'll sort of challenge myself to hold it like a plank, like just holding the energy and reminding myself that it's that energy that when I'm inside of it, things start flowing for me and people are attracted to me and opportunities flow in. So creating it almost like an exercise, like your job is to create joy in your life, and it is to hold the joy for longer. Because how many times have you heard the statement that what's going to happen next? The shoe is going to drop, and that you just start to expect that when something good happens, something bad happens. I am here to tell you right now, that is not true. All sorts of things happen all the frickin' time. And you having the ability to hold your joy for longer does not mean that something bad is going to happen to you. It means actually that you're going to attract more joy into your life. Does that mean that bad things or scary things or terrible things aren't going to happen to all different people at all times? No. There is polarity in this universe, and we will never, ever get away from it. But what we can do is decide that we are going to change the chemistry. We are going to change the conversation and the relationship that we have with joy, because it seriously is like a chemistry. Like your body, your cellular makeup has been conditioned to hold a certain amount of joy. You have been taught what is appropriate. You go to your family functions and everybody has a certain vibration, and there's a certain amount of joy allowed. It's allowed or it's not allowed. How much joy are you going to allow into your life? Which means the joy needs to trump the stress and the worry. And that when you notice yourself in these places of fear, lack, worry, you simply nudge yourself along and say, okay, I hear you. Can I choose joy now? Can I find evidence that there are good things happening in my life? Can I create the evidence that everything is coming to me that I have ever wanted and that I desire? Because the evidence is what we're always all looking for. And the evidence can either create more joy for you, or it can create less joy for you. Like, it's totally up to you. There are so many things that can happen in life that you can position in your favor, or you can position against yourself. So I urge you to start looking at the things that are going on in your life in this way and starting to position them to be in your favor. I have a core belief that everything in my life is in my favor, no matter what it is, no matter how hard, no matter how challenging. I literally believe that. I believe it. And when something happens that is unexpected and I'm not really feeling all that happy about it, I remind myself and I say, okay, feel what you need to feel. Oh, you got to feel grief. You got to feel sadness. You need to go through the real feelings that come up. And the outlook of positioning it as something that is to your advantage. I know that this is serving me on some level, and I am open to discovering what that is. Even just that openness will allow you to find the joy sooner. Because when we hook into the idea that we know exactly why something happened and it feeds into some old story that is not serving you on your highest level, well, you get to shift that. You get to decide what the stories mean in your life, and you get to decide that you expanding and really stepping into that next level version of yourself is of highest good. That is, you do not have the desire on your heart for no reason. That desire is yours. It is meant for you, and it does require you to expand your capacity to hold more joy. So find the places in your life that you're sabotaging this. Ask yourself how you can create the evidence that this is something positive and that you are willing to see it this way. And then find the places where the joy is coming in and allow yourself to hold it like a plank. Allow yourself to expand through your chest, to literally expand the frequency of good in your life so that you can expand that frequency and hold it and then attract more of that in. It's about you being in the vibration, creating the frequency around you, right? That aura field that's around you that is more of what you want. And if you don't want worry and doubt and fear, well, then it's got to start with that. And understanding that whatever is creating those feelings for you, if you're worried that money isn't going to come in, recognize that that's an opportunity for healing. Recognize that that is happening for you right now for something greater than you. And just question it. Just allow there to be that question there. Why is this happening? How can I use this as evidence that I am going to my next level? And I promise you the answers will come to you. But if you're closed, which is the opposite of expanded, if you're closed and you're just looking for the evidence that it's bad and you get stuck in the fear and the doubt and the worry, you are not creating a space for what you want to come in. So use this to your advantage, this knowledge that I'm giving you, that it's the expansion into the joy that will create more of what you desire. Use it. This is hacking the system, okay? That is what we're doing. Why not? We're capable of it. We are super smart. You are here. You have committed to this. You have gone through this program. You are here with me right now for a reason. Like I said, you're desiring what you desire for a reason, and that thing is desiring you. And so it's a matter of, like we talked about in the last audio, working through the resistance. But now here you are having the experience before the thing comes into your reality, being asked to step into the vibration now, being asked to hold the joy, being asked to release the worry so that the joy can come in. Remind yourself of this. It takes awareness. It takes the practice, but you can do this. That's what you're here to do right now. This does not take time. This takes no time out of your life. It takes being different in the time you already have. You can do this. I'm so, so proud of you for expanding into the joy, for trusting that that is available for you, for trusting that a new way is good, that you are a pioneer and that you are meant to do this so that you can show your children, their children, your parents, your siblings another way. There is another way. You are here to experience it so that you can spread this beautiful message and light into the world. I'm so proud of you. You are doing this. Expand into the joy, bring the joy, and see what unfolds in your life. I'll talk to you really soon. And again, I'm just so freaking proud of you.